Hey yo, it's $5 Friday at Uncle JoJo's house. Dollar a day lottery scratching. I have to have my phone plugged in. I'll explain that for a minute, so hopefully it doesn't move around too much. Friday, it's 7:45. I'm finally home from work. Had to run to Walmart after work, as a person does. We got $50,000 jackpot. We played this last week and lost, of course. So we'll try it again this week. There's got to be some wins somewhere. Just a match number, or you can get a 5 or 10x. That's it. So I was heading back from lunch. I was typing in the code to get into the building, and I got a text from my younger sister that her internet was out. And we use the same internet provider at the paper, so I was like, oh no, it's never good. So that was a whole big deal all afternoon. I left work at 7. Still didn't have internet. We used someone's cell phone hotspot and then remoted into our sister newspaper up the river in Fort Madison to cobble together all the pages. Finally got it done right about 7. I know Teresa down there still had some things to do, so I felt bad taking off, but what can you do? Probably couldn't have helped her with it anyway. So that was always a sinking feeling when you hear the internet's out, because like about a year ago we had that derecho here, and that just destroyed everything for a couple days. So hopefully it's nothing like that. I know there wasn't a big storm, but someone cut some wires or something somewhere. So hopefully they have that back up. Kind of forget what I was going to talk about because of flustered from all that today. I think I was going to talk about had a real fun story. A guy called about a Camaro he sold to another guy, because it was this other guy's dad's. He bought it new in 1969 after he got back from Vietnam. The guy actually wrote letters to a dealership in Illinois from Vietnam specking out this Camaro for him, and I guess the son said the only thing he didn't get that he wanted was the 396. He settled for the 350 because of cost, and then didn't get power steering to deal with the horsepower loss at the 399 and the 396. So glad I got a call about that story. It was really fun to talk to the guy, and he's been in like other magazines and stuff about it, because it was a pretty cool story and cool to tie to my hometown here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything, because I've been doing that a lot lately. Last week, I still got this laying here. Last week I missed the one down here, 30. I'm like, oh, only won one number, but I won 2 numbers. So if you're wondering and you saw that last week, I won $4 on that ticket instead of just 2. Still out money, of course. So this ticket's turning out to not be so great. 2 weeks in a row of losses. Yeah, the guy that sold the Camaro, he had 3 or 4 classic cars, and his brother-in-law has 3 or 4 classic cars, and they got friends, of course, with classic cars. So they had a mini car show for him when he drove over here from Illinois. So I took my Impala out there too to do the story. Thought I'd try to fit in. I don't know if it worked or not, but a lot of people didn't know I had that. And then someone's like, oh, so you live there on the corner of such and such, because I see that blue Impala parked there all the time. Yep, pretty much everybody in town knows where I live. Probably not the best thing, but whatever. Doesn't help that I always show it on YouTube too, I'm sure. There's 30 from last week, but it's not a winner this week. No 19s or 24s. One last spot. It's a 2. No, not this week. Total wipeout. That's a bummer. Put that in the lost pile over there. And I'm over 2,500 subscribers now. It took like all week because it was bouncing up and down between like 24.92 and 24.97. It kept bouncing up and down. I'm like, come on, YouTube, just give it to me. So finally this morning I was at 25.01 and now it's 25.05, so I should be pretty solid. But I need watch hours. I'm just halfway there to the watch hours I need for monetization. So watch a bunch of videos, put it on a playlist, and go to Walmart or whatever. Give me some watch hours. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.